where Johnson, I mentioned he wanted to press him. That's a right hook. Now that one really stuck. I think it got him on the temple and knocked his equilibrium away because it wasn't a great right hook by Mark Johnson. But look at the combinations. Johnson is a great finisher. That's why he had 24 KOs coming into this fight. He threw beautiful combinations. And what was great about that was he worked both the body and the head. And that's what opened up those headshots. Mark Johnson knew when he saw Arthur go down, he knew it was over. Well, the way he fell, you had to feel like it was going to be tough for him to get up, and it was.
When Mark Johnson gets you, he gets you early. 20 now of his 25 knockouts have come within the first 3 rounds. None more impressive than this.
This is a totally shocking turn of events. It has never happened to Arthur before. It happened tonight. And I'll tell you what, you have to immediately look at this and say if other people couldn't do that to this man, that makes Mark Johnson special. And it also says, hey, how about a Mark Johnson-Johnny Tapia fight?
Well, the crowd here at the D.C. Armory is chanting just that. The official time of the stoppage. Here's our ring announcer, Henry Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes by way of explosive knockout. 1 minute, 11 seconds of the very first round, and still IBF flyweight champion of the world, king of the flyweights, Marcellus Mark Too Sharp Johnson. We want Johnny Tapia. We want Johnny Tapia.
And Mark Johnson and his crew starting already the chant of Johnny Tapia. Al Bernstein will make his way to the ring. He will talk with the IBF flyweight champion Mark Too Sharp Johnson after this timeout on ESPN.
Mark Johnson, he and his dad and his whole team very fired up over this win, and why not? Before we deal with the future, which we're going to in a second or two, we got plenty of time, let's deal with what happened here tonight. Is it safe to say that even you guys, as optimistic as you were, probably didn't expect a first-round knockout? He's a good fighter.
First of all, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'd like to thank all the guys in the gym who hurt me, especially the D.C. commissioner for letting us have this fight here. I hit him with a right hook that he didn't see.
Yeah.
Over top his jab, and that's the punch we've been working on. They called it the dollar store punch, the ugly punch.
Okay.
But I think I caught him early. He wasn't warm, and I caught him with a great shot.
Maybe on the temple too. I think I might have hit him there.
Well, you know, this right hand, no joke, boy.
You got power. I know that. Hey, let's take a look at the first right hand you hit him with, and you can peek down there and comment on it for us, Mark. It's the right hand that you hit him with the first one, I think.
Well, it's the right hand right over top of his jab. There it is, right there. And they caught him, but I didn't know if he was hurt exactly because I thought he was playing possum. But I walked into him and started working, and who knows, he was hurt. And I hit him with some great shots. But first of all, I'd like to just say thank my Lord and say that he's okay. But we want Johnny Tapia.
All right, well, we're going to get to that in a second. Let's continue on this fight for just a moment. Let's revel.
That fight over.
Let's revel in this one for a minute. Now, after you did that, you did something very effective, and it shows what a great fighter you are. You didn't waste your punches, and we're going to take a look now at what you did to finish it, going to the body and the head. Tell us about this now.
Well, I hit him with a great right hand to the body, then the left hook, then the right upstairs, and I kind of caught him going down. But it's hard gym work. All the guys in the gym I work hard with. And I mean, who knows? I'm focused. I'm ready to go. And this guy was the #1 contender. He wasn't no joke. He was considered one of the best champions without a belt. One of the best fighters without a belt.
Probably, except for Pernell Whitaker. He probably is the best fighter that didn't have a world belt.
I heard you say that, so I had to come out.
Okay, well, you're right. Now, Larry, let's talk a little bit about first, let me ask your dad. How impressive was this win in your mind? Obviously, you're proud of Mark, but this had to even exceed your expectations.
Well, you know, we worked in the gym, and I told Mark we was going to count off the jab, one up, one down. Never try to hit him on the head. Get the body first. Make him bring his hands down. When he make it bring, Mark kept telling me about a punch called a dollar punch. I said, what is it? He says, a walk away, look like a hook, and drop it on top.
That's what you got.
And I said, what I got, because the guy was in position. I told his trainer, you're the best world trainer in the world. I said it on television.
Angelo Dundee.
Angelo Dundee. But I also told Angelo Dundee, I am the best scientific boxing trainer in the world.
Well, you guys got the job done tonight. Now, let's talk about the future. Obviously, you would like to move up in weight.
I'm going to move up.
And waiting up there, if he doesn't move up in weight, maybe you can convince him not to, is Johnny Tapia.
Well, first of all, I would like to unify the division, but that wasn't happening.
That may take years.
It's not going to happen. So right now, I told everybody in the gym that I wanted this my last flyweight fight. I want to bring I would like to go to Albuquerque to fight Johnny Tapia. And I like, after we fight in Albuquerque, I'd like him to come here to my home, or we could do it vice versa. But first of all, it's a great fight for Washington, D.C. We can bring boxing back to Washington, D.C. We're on the road now, but, I mean, everybody in the gym, Reds, Bebe Durham, everybody, Ham, Joe, we want Johnny Tapia. Everybody in Washington, D.C., we don't want to keep playing around with, with the flyweight division. I'm 26. I'm getting big. I'm getting strong. Johnny Tapia.
All right.
Johnny Tapia.
Well, I'm going to see Johnny tomorrow, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to give him your message. Something tells me I think he's watching tonight.
Tell him his right hand ain't no joke, boy.
Okay. All right, Mark Johnson, a terrific. Congratulations. He wants Johnny. Maybe Johnny wants him. Let's get it back.
Along with Al Bernstein, Mark Too Sharp Johnson, a first-round knockout of Arthur Johnson to retain his IBF Flyweight Championship. Al standing by with the challenger. Al?
Well, Arthur Johnson and his trainer Angelo Dundee very gracious to come over here after what was a devastating loss for him. First, and for boxing fans that have seen you, they know very well, something like this has never, ever happened to you. Why do you think it did happen? Did he catch you cold in the first round, or what do you think happened with that first right hook?
I don't think he caught me cold. I just think I had my hand up, as a matter of fact, and the punch still got in, and just one of those things that happened. It's never happened to me before, but hey, hats off to the man. He's a great champion.
Now, he hit you with a right hook at the beginning, and it really didn't look like that was as good a right hook as he can throw, and yet it seemed to land just perfectly. Did that punch start the problems for you?
I think so. It was a good shot. I knew that he would be strong coming out. I knew that what I had to do was get off, and that's what I wanted to do, and try to slip some of his punches that he was throwing. But I was unable to do that, and sometimes plans, of course, does not go the way that we planned. And I'm telling you, of all people in the world, Arthur Johnson is most surprised of them all.
So Angelo Dundee, the legendary trainer who works with you. Angelo, you've had some surprises in boxing, but honestly, this one has to be way up there.
Well, it's got to be there. You got to learn how to take these kind of things and bounce them off and go on your way. No excuses. Arthur got nailed. The better guy won. The guy's a champion, so we'll do better next time.
How shocked were you that this happened in the first round?
I was shocked as heck. I thought this was going to be a one great fight, and I thought we were going to come out of there a winner. But, best laid plans of men go straight. He was in great shape, no excuses. The other kid was a better fighter tonight.
Now, Arthur, Angelo talked about going on. You're 32 years old, but you're a superb fighter. You're going to continue on, I assume?
Well,
or no?
I tell you, I'll take it one day at a time, in a situation where...
It's a tough time to decide right now.
No doubt about it. And especially, not to take anything away from Mark Johnson. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a great fighter, but
all right.
I have to think about that.
Congratulations on a good effort in any case, Arthur. A tough one.
Al Bernstein, Mark Johnson, a stunning first-round knockout of Arthur Johnson. Al, do we get Tapia, Mark Johnson in our lifetime?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to see Johnny Tapia tomorrow at Harrah's in Kansas City, and I'm sure he watches this, and I'm going to ask him, because if Tapia would stay at the weight division he's at now, the super flyweight or junior bantamweight, then Mark Johnson could get up there and fight him. Tapia wants to move up. I think that's a big money fight. It's the kind of fight that could keep Tapia at that weight. And I'll tell you what, for boxing fans, it's the logical fight in the lower weight division.